Thank you for joining us tonight for Ask Us Anything.
We are so delighted to have you with us on this Sunday, May 21st, 2023. And it's been a busy travel week for us and another one coming up. We were in Elkhart this week. Oh, we got a great video that we'll be doing. Maybe we'll see if we can get it done for Saturday on a really amazing RV with no wood. That's its claim to fame, plus some really cool, innovative composite materials that this Class B RV. We went through the factory, and I can't wait to show you that. This was a really interesting visit. That's one of the nice things about us living in Southwest Michigan now.
Elkhart isn't that far away.
So when we hear about these different models throughout, we can just scooch around right down there. It's literally 45 minutes and do a tour. And then I had fun. I just came back from the ham radio convention in Dayton. There's part of my ham station there. All the gear is there. And it was really fun. 35,000 radio amateur operators from all around the world were there. This ended today. And I enjoyed that, camped at that, and came home. And now we're taking off again Wednesday of this week.
Yeah. Dogs weren't welcome.
No.
At your gathering.
Yep.
So I stayed home with Bo rather than board him for a few days.
Yeah. Hey, we are really excited. We are less than a month away now from our first gathering, our second gathering. We did our winter camp out. Our second gathering, our summer gathering, our meetup at Mackinac on the shore of Lake Huron, right across from Mackinac Island in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, right across the Straits of Mackinac. We're meeting there, and we are excited to announce, by the way, we can get 3 more spots. So if you're interested in joining us, the registration on the event itself is closed, but I'll give you an email address. It is team@rvlifestyle.com. If you email us, we can probably get you we got for the first 3 people who want to get in on it, and we can give you the details on it there. But I wanted to share something about that media and then our fall one, which we can give you a little bit more information on tonight. So first of all, the meetups, we've got some wonderful sponsors who've agreed to donate some great prizes that, as you know, if you're a regular at our meetups, we always have some drawings for some prizes. We have prizes from Battleborn Batteries, from Harvest Hosts, from Leisure Travel Vans, from Keystone RV, from More Ride, and from The Dirt, which is this great travel planning app, and probably some more that'll come in between now and then. So it's going to be really fun for prizes, and I can't wait to see everybody. It's a great time of year. 3 tickets left. We can get you 3. We get 3 spots more. We can get in. So if you were unable to get in or you want them, just email us at team@rvlifestyle.com. Now, should we give them a couple of hints about the fall gathering?
Yeah, we're not going to tell you where we're going, but we can give you the dates because you're always saying, what's the date? What's the date? What's the date? So the date to save is October 2nd through the 5th.
October 2nd through the 5th. Save those dates. We should tell you that it will be kind of, I almost want to tell them where, but
No.
we're not going to.
Not yet.
Kind of in the middle part of the country. That's all we can say. And we will hopefully have an announcement this week on all of the details on it. We will make the announcement first to our supporters, our YouTube members, and our supporters, our Facebook supporters, those who have gone above and beyond and support us a little bit in some of these with the kind of membership tier. They always get first dibs, and we will announce it to them later in the week, probably from somewhere. But we can give you the dates, and the dates to save are October 2nd through the 5th. And we're really excited about this one. We've got one more moving part that we got to slow down and grab hold of. And as soon as that's done, we can give you all of the details. It's at a great location. We can only say that. Lots of stuff to do and some really fun things that we'll be sharing that we'll all do as a group. So that's all we got there. All right. I don't think we have anything else that we have to announce tonight. I'll remind you again about team@rvlifestyle.com if you want to get in our gathering up at Mackinac City, Michigan in a little over a month. Questions, comments, thanks to Phyllis, who's watching them for us from Iowa, and Chris over watching them on YouTube from Illinois. George McClure checking in tonight.
From the Pacific Northwest.
Hey, George, thanks for being there. Ron Wujaka.
And also saying hi from upstate New York.
I'd like to see a map that goes from Pacific Northwest zoop, to New York. And then Ed Richards down to sunny and hot Louisiana.
Yeah, I bet it is hot down there.
Hey, Ed. Hey, Ed, if you're there, you see all my new gear, my new ham gear? Get my new station back up. Ed is a ham radio operator, so we'll have to talk to him about that later. Johnny Lightning.
And from the middle of the mitten, as Mike said last week, it looks like what is this?
Being on time. He's always was late before. There we go.
All right.
Now you can see, right?
No.
You got the microphone. Well, you can move the mic. You can kind of put it down like that. How's that?
Pretty good.
Can you see it there?
Perfect, and you moved it right before we started.
Well, I want everybody to hear you.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny, thank you for being there. Bradley Olson, check it in.
If you had your Unity parked and not being used for an extended time, do you open up the roof vents or windows at times to cool it down?
That is a really good point. I went in ours, I camped in ours this week, and I went on it earlier in the week, and it was 102 degrees in there. So yeah, and I noticed you were in cleaning it today, and you cracked the windows on it. Yeah, it's always good. I think because those awning type windows, so rain's not going to get in. If you leave them open, at least hot air can get out. So that's a good idea in any kind of RV.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you on, Bradley. Sharon Childress.
Thanks for the 7-day adventure guides. We used one to plan a trip to Colorado. It was a great help.
Oh, great.
Thank you for saying that.
And Sharon, I know I got an email from you this week, and you asked about our fall gathering. So I hope you copied early at the beginning, October 2nd through the 5th, kind of in the middle part of the country again. So it'll be an easy reach for everybody. And details coming more this week. Thanks for the kind words on our adventure guys. I think we have, 12, 14 of them out there now. So that's good. We got more in the works. More in the works.
Okay.
And if you have some that you want us to do, just use the comments, and we'll put those on the list. The ones that get the most votes are the ones that we'll do next. Dana Sawyer.
Oh, we got a greeting from Goshen, Indiana.
Oh,
we were right next to it.
The Integra Homecoming is this week. Yes, yes, I saw that. Yep, Goshen is great. I don't know if you guys are where you're all camping. You're probably at Integra, but Shipshewana is fun. There's a great campground there at Shipshewana. Mm-hmm. And of course, the RV Hall of Fame. Despina Raizes.
Hello from Arlington, Virginia. What is the name of the insurance company that sells air and ground emergency medical transportation?
I forgot. I don't remember.
Oh, dear.
I bet Chris will know, and he'll probably put it in the comments. I don't recall right now. We haven't had him as a sponsor. They were a sponsor for when they were first starting off. I can't remember. Nice guy. I know the guy that runs it, Tim Gustafson, and Tim sometimes watches this. And Tim, if you have, tell us the name of the company again. And it was I can't remember. They were a sponsor on our podcast for a while. But I know Tim is now he's a full-time RVer now.
Wow.
He got a fifth wheel and he's out full-time. So we'll look in the comments and we'll try and get it in there. Kai Kayak.
Hello from Wisconsin.
Hello from Wisconsin. Yep. Janice Smith.
Hello, coming to you from the beautiful state of Tennessee. And Tennessee is beautiful.
Greenest state that you ever will see. And boy, it is in its splendor right now. Chris H.
What RV manufacturer facility did you tour?
I don't, the journalist in me says, I won't tell you because I don't want somebody else to scoop me on it, but I don't think it works that way in social media. So we can tell them that. We went to Embassy RV, and a really interesting RV company. We've been aware of these guys for a long time. In fact, we went once and did a tour several years ago. Never did a video on it because they didn't have a finished unit for us to see at the time. But they build a lot of medical, technical vehicles.
For the Salvation Army.
They do like disaster relief, for the Salvation Army and special vehicles. And they've developed all these amazing composite materials and just really cool, innovative use of, you'll see the video, but there's no wood. So that means no screws. no rattles. It's a really neat, and the price on these things compared to what we saw in Tampa, where everything was like 200 grand. These are about 152, I think, with some really neat stuff. So anyway, I thought it was a very fascinating video. You really got into it.
Oh, I did.
I kept trying to say cut, because you were talking. I never can use all this, but you were really into it.
I was into it.
Yeah. So Embassy RV, we hope to have that video done this week, but it's really hard to do the videos,
And
travel, and do the podcast and everything else that we have to do. And so we're working on it. Ann and Mark, our buddies in North Carolina.
Just back from a nice week camping on the Outer Banks.
Oh, and that big, beautiful blue RV of theirs. Yep. Good to see you guys on there. They celebrated their anniversary of this at one of our gatherings. Nancy Jenkins.
Still having smoke from Upper Alberta.
Yeah, those fires started early this year. Yeah, it's tough. That is tough. Richard Sorey from, how do you pronounce that?
I'm not sure, but
Ooltewah, Tennessee, near Chattanooga.
Okay.
The gateway to the Smokies.
Yeah, I bet it's beautiful there.
Our buddy, road trip buddy.
And happy Sunday. What's for dinner tonight? We had beef stew.
Leftover beef stew.
I had it frozen. I make a big batch and put it in, little containers, and I love it. It's an easy meal.
Hey, speaking of easy meals, I don't know if you all caught the fact that we launched this another blog this week about RVing. It's kind of RVing. It's called campingfoodrecipes.com. And I don't know if you caught it. It's gotten a lot of attention in the press. And it came about kind of with questions that like we just answered, because people were always saying, what can I make for food? What did you make? How do I plan a meal on the road? And there's enough there. We thought that let's just do a blog. And so we've launched a separate blog. Check it out, campingfoodrecipes.com. And if you're going Memorial Day weekend, we kind of have a whole bunch of recipes for you to plan all your meals for the Memorial Day weekend camping trip, but also for all of your summer. These are some really good foods. Jerica Ma is the editor of it. She's worked with us at RV Lifestyle for a long time, and now she's going to be kind of doing the editing on camping food recipes. Phyllis is involved with it. Jen and I, of course, are involved with it, but it's a separate blog, and it launched this week, and some really great food on it. And I think you'll like it. I hope you guys will check it out. But we had beef stew tonight. It was very good, especially with some bread. Yeah. John Ford.
Hello from Tomball, Texas. When are you coming to Texas? Lots of great camping places.
Either in the fall or the spring, but it's getting pretty warm in Texas right about now, John. So
the spring sounds good to me.
Yeah, I love it. I like blue bonnet season for me.
I think this new property that we're on, we're going to want to get out of here after a little bit of winter, because my daughter-in-law said the winters are bitter.
We are in the snow belt for Michigan, and we did have a lot of snow. In fact, we moved in March in a blizzard. So when we moved in this way, place is getting all set. The studio is all set now, and pretty good. Mike Woods.
Can you use an outdoor shower on BLM land?
You're not supposed to. They don't want you putting anything in the groundwater. That doesn't mean that people don't do it. What they really don't want is you to empty your gray tanks out in the ground. And there's a lot of people who get really weird about it. Well, I don't have anything of any dangerous stuff in my food. Well, you do. You got scraps of food in there, and that attracts wildlife, and it stinks. And so they really don't want you emptying your gray tanks. And the problem with an outdoor shower is soap too. They don't want all that soap, shampoo, and soap. So that's why that is all discouraged, Mike. So if you can, use your indoor shower.
And take that water with you.
Yep. Vanjie Hatton.
Hi from Southern California.
Hi, Vanjie. Thank you for checking in out there. Katie Shrek 1.
Hello from Rest Church, Virginia.
That's an interesting name
yes,
for a town.
Is.
Yeah. Rest Church. Ed Richards again. He's jealous of my new gear.
Well, Ed ought to go with you next year.
You want to go with me next year, Ed? We could have a great time in the campground. I ended up, in fact, there is a ham radio RV group that I reported on. In fact, they're on at 8:00 Eastern time at 7260. Ed, if you can listen to that on HF. But it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. That's kind of like the Hershey RV show, that's what Hamvention is to ham radio operators.
You said
35,000 people.
35,000 people, and it was hot.
Oh, it was
No dogs allowed.
82 degrees and crowded, really crowded.
And I think they're wise not having dogs. I mean, it just adds to the drama.
It does. It does. Pat Rilinski.
Purchased your Natchez Trace Parkway ebook and leaving next week.
Oh, yeah, that is awesome, Pat. That really makes us so happy to hear that.
Well, after your camping adventure, I spent quite a bit of time cleaning out the RV, getting it ready for hopefully Wednesday when we're going to leave. And I got to say, I really want to go.
Yep. You've been sitting still for 2 weeks. Well, this is
How
the
about
third
a couple
week.
months?
No, you just got back from Tennessee 3 weeks ago.
It seems longer than that.
3 weeks ago. No, that's a long time for you to stay in one spot.
Yeah. It's been long because of the house again.
Yeah, there's all of our, we have lots of details in the house we have to deal with. That's where you can find all of our adventure guide travel guides, Natchez Trace, Colorado, Yellowstone, national parks, Utah, Michigan, Florida, all of it. We've got all sorts of them, and they're aimed strictly to give you maximum efficiency as you travel and see all the things in a region. So please check them out. Tony and Kathy Hickman.
Hi from sunny, humid Florida. On one of your previous videos, you showed a beautiful dispersed camping spot among the mountains in Colorado. Do you remember where that was?
Gosh, we did several of them.
Yeah.
They weren't, did I do dispersed camping? I'm thinking, for some reason, that, places where you couldn't plug in, but they were like the Black Canyon of the Gunnison is one of the ones that we really liked. There's no hookups there, but it's a gorgeous spot. Gosh, we did a couple down in the Four Corners area, but
to check out some of our videos.
Yeah, I'd have to go back. We've done a lot of them. And we have a whole book on Colorado, and I'm sure that we listed our favorite stops in Colorado. So for one of our favorite ones, it would be in our Colorado book. But I don't know which one you talk about. We've shared so many. It doesn't come to mind right now. I guess I'd read my book. Gene Newman.
Question. Hello from Wisconsin. Can you use what can you use to clean the toilet bowl with?
Well, it is a ceramic toilet bowl, so the same stuff you use at home.
Okay,
yeah.
But things have changed because this house that we are giving a facelift
giving birth to. Yeah, it's literally
the toilets that I bought. I'm glad I read the directions for them because it said to use dishwashing soap and a soft cloth brush. None of those hard bristles. And I started thinking about our RVs.
It's the same thing.
Normally, you're not where there's a lot of iron in the water, so you need that brush because that brush. How many places have been where everything's scratched up and iron stains and everything in the brush? So something soft, and it is like next to impossible to get a soft brush to clean the toilet with. I happen to have a couple.
And use dishwasher soap.
Yeah.
Dishwasher, which really makes a lot of sense. It's handier for your tanks, your gray water tank that it goes into. Some RVs, particularly the smaller Cs, the bathroom. Well, no, not the bathtub always goes in the black water tank, so you don't have to worry about that. But you don't want a lot of harsh chemicals in there because that can mess stuff up. So dishwasher soap.
I am so grateful that I read the directions with the new toilets that we have because no harsh chemicals.
Or stiff brushes.
Yeah. On these new toilets.
Cindy Erickson.
Hello from central Pennsylvania.
Beautiful time of year to be in Pennsylvania. This is like awesome weather right now. Richard Sorey.
Oh, you get a little star.
Uldawa, Owl's Nest. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you, Richard. I don't know. We've been all over that part of Tennessee, and I don't recall Uldawa. So I'm glad I know where it is.
Look it up. See if they do have owls there.
Johnny Lightning.
Do I see a new book coming?
Jen can cook. No, but maybe we get Jerica to do one. Jerica's our food editor. So yeah,
she loves to camp and she loves to cook, and this is her passion.
I see a question I want to take right now. I just want to grab this while I'm thinking of it. And this is Vanjie says, I know you're having a video come out but the Embassy RV, do they have just a Class B or they have a B plus? Right now it's just Class Bs. They have 3 models.
Mhm.
They are working on a B plus, but they're primarily Class Bs. So hopefully that answered your question. And they're very cool. And then somebody would like us to do a video of the Chinook manufacturing. I don't know if they make those in Elkhart. They used to make Chinook out west. I thought in Vegas someplace, but
Well, that
yeah.
sounds like a long drive.
Yeah,
But,
it is.
it would be fun.
It is. Jack Partain.
I noticed Jen has a Harvest Host shirt on. What do you think about their new Endeavor Camp scanner? We like it.
Yeah, this is a trend that we see a lot of people. It really started with CampNab. CampNab is the pioneer in this. And what these sites do, Harvest Host's new camp scanner, the Dirt Pro, DYRT, what they do is kind of the same thing, but they tap into the reservation systems, the common reservation systems for campgrounds, and they scan them for cancellations. And they're doing that constantly. So say you wanted to go in a state park in Colorado and it was booked for the weekend that you needed to be there. You would just go onto their site and you'd say, I want this campground these days. And it would then scan, because there's cancellations all the time. And then as soon as an opening is detected, it texts you or lets you know, notifies you, hey, there's a new opening. You want to get it now. So it's a really great service. Now Harvest Host just announced it with Camp Scanner. The Dirt Pro has it. And of course, CampNab is the original one. Camp Scanner is really cool. Harvest Host has just added that. They also added something this year called the Camper's Card, which we just used and we did a video on it. Mm-hmm. We found a great spot in the Appalachians in Kentucky that we never would have gotten to if we hadn't found it. And you get a discount at campgrounds with that. So Harvest Host is doing all sorts of stuff. And they're one of our favorite. We've been with these guys as they've been years and years since they first started. So Nancy Jenkins.
I enjoyed Good Sam's recently. Canada's passports have changed and slow to get out. No camping world here.
Yep. Well, it's a different country, as they say, Nancy. Yeah, it is. Beautiful country to camp in. Yes, it's awesome places there. Find Us Camping. Look where they are.
They're in Indiana.
Hi, guys. It sounds like a great place to be. This thing I just came through there. Vanjie answered your problem.
Yes. They have a silicone brush for toilets I found on Amazon.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so
we'll have to go look. Richard, sorry, exit 11, I-75.
Okay, so got to remember that.
Just, yeah. And that's good. Boy, on I-75, exit 11, Tennessee. I guess so. Time to remind you about our RV partners. We've got a lot of them out there who most of them will all give you a special discount or pricing on their services. These are all the products that we use ourselves. I think everyone on there is a product that we we feel we can recommend through personal experience. Check them out before you buy anything or get anything, because usually we can save you some money if you go right there. And this is to remind you about the spots that we have available for our June meetup, June 18th through the 22nd. Is that it? I think. Coming up really quick at Mackinac City, Michigan, right on the shore of Lake Huron. We're going to go over to Mackinac Island one day and have campfires and potlucks, have a great time. We have been able to scrounge up 3 more tickets that are available. And if you want them, you got to get them through this email. Just go to this email and first come, first serve, team at RV Lifestyle. They'll send you all the details on it. And I mentioned earlier all the great prizes that we're going to have at this gathering. So check all of that out. It's pretty cool. All right. I don't know. Are we all done? Nope. Dusty Doodle.
Okay. Have you ever toured the Gretsch Class B and thoughts? I want to tour that plant.
Yeah, well, actually, they offered to let us borrow one and go camp through California, which we were going to do this summer. What happened to that plan?
I don't know. Probably this
Let's reach out to them.
I'm beginning to think people that sell their house and just live in their RVs, there's something to be said for that.
Oh, my gosh.
I never knew a house project could be so all consuming.
If you've been with us from the start, you know that this house here in southwestern Michigan,
7 months.
8 months. Add it up, it's 8 months.
Oh, it's been forever.
Yeah, we bought 10 acres of property here to keep our RVs on and to camp. And it's right next to our son's house. That's the big plus, right, literally around the corner. But the property had a house on it. So, well, let's remodel the house. We thought it'd be just a minor project. It's been 8 months. It's still not completely done.
Yeah.
And it has taken all of our energy. I mean, we love it. It's good.
No,
it's going to be
there's
great.
things that have to be tended because now this week they told us we have issues.
Yeah, we have some issues. We got an electrician
And I'm
coming.
talking about creatures.
Oh, yeah, the mouse. And then we found bats. We found some bats living in our, what are they?
Bats in our belfry.
We have bats in our belfry. We got to give her some bats. But to Dusty Doodle's question, yes, we have toured the Gretz. We did a video on them back in January. We went through them extensively for a video on the Tampa RV show. So look that video up and take a look at them. Aaron Hendrickson.
Can you take a look at the Lux RV?
Luz RV. I don't know those guys, so haven't heard of them.
Write it down.
Well, it's right there. I don't have to
you're
write it
gonna take
down.
a note?
It's right there on the
I
side.
know, but for future
It's
reference, easy.
forever. It's right here.
I know forever. But
I
you're
know where
gonna
to
go
find
back.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know that brand. I'm sure we'll look into it. So
It's kind of fun to look at all these different people that are out there.
I love looking at the ones that aren't big, huge companies and that kind of do special orders or factory direct. I like that. Vanjie wants us to come to Southern California.
Well, we would love to get there.
Yeah, we'll have to call the Gretz guys because they're beautiful RVs. They really are.
Mhm.
But they don't spare any bells and whistles. And we would love to go and tour. Actually, we'd love to go so many places. And it's just this has been a busy year.
It has.
Yeah.
I don't know, because now we're almost done with this house business. But if
You
we
want
would
to
have
sell
known,
it? Let's
if
get
we
rid
would
of
have
this
known,
house.
it would not have happened.
No.
If we would have stayed where we were, where everything was,
Yeah.
But it is beautiful over here, and it feels like I look out the window. I feel like I'm up north.
Yeah. But it's been all consuming, and I've really missed our travel. So we're hitting the road this week. We're not sure where we're going, but we're going to a couple. We got to get down to Tennessee and bring our fifth wheel back anyway, because we're taking that up to the gathering next week.
Yes.
In 2 weeks. So
Mm-hmm.
we got to get to Tennessee in the next week as well. So that'll be fun. All right. I guess we are done this was an easy one. Everybody is out doing stuff. So
Well, it's a beautiful day, at least here is in Michigan.
yeah, I don't know where you all are, but I hope you all
Hope you're all out there camping, having fun.
Yeah. And Memorial Day weekend's coming. I'm curious where everybody's going to go. So check out the RV Lifestyle blog, new content every single day. And we'll have videos. What's up, Phyllis?
Are you going to do an AUA next week?
Oh, it's Memorial Day weekend. No, we won't, because we will be, I think, at a baseball game next Sunday. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yes. And everybody is camping. So no AUA, no Ask Us Anything next Sunday. And we try and take those big holidays, long weekends, because we know so many of you are out there or you're on the road. Some of you stay over later and you say, oh, we wish you were on, but we're going to be doing some traveling, and we've got a baseball game we want to go to next week with our grandson, who's a star pitcher. So that's in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
So no Ask Us Anything next week, but we'll be back the week after, Lord willing. All right. So, hey, thank you guys so much for being with us tonight. It was a quick one, and keep in touch. Don't forget 3 tickets available yet for our Michigan meetup coming up on less than a month. And if you're interested in the tickets and want details, just team@rvlifestyle.com. We'll see you guys down the road.
Happy trails.